Father James' Advent Playlist. And ransom captive Israel. Welcome everyone to another episode of Coffee with Father James. And in case you're wondering if you're watching the same videos you watched last week, you're not. It's a different one. It's completely different. You know, don't let the fact that I'm wearing the same clothes, the same shirt, okay, drinking from the same coffee mug, confuse you at all, or the fact that I'm sitting at the same window, on the same chair, at the same table. Yes, that's right. But what is different is this. This is different. This is unique. By the way, I forgot to take a sip. It's also the same coffee, by the way. Sometimes we have to shoot these videos. We have to shoot several in one go. That's what we're doing this time. And we have a similar theme this week as we did last week. We talked about the season of Advent. Well, we talked 2 weeks ago about the arrival of the season of Advent. And last week's video was about the new preaching series, Divine Expectations. And this week I want to introduce to you the Christmas 2024 Gift Catalogue. This is the third year that we will be doing this, and Brian has designed a beautiful threefold, threefold card that gives an outline of all of our most of our outreach programs to support the poor, and gives us the options of making a special gift donation, special gifts that can be given to family members and such, and still support the poor. So why do we do this? Okay, so the number one reason we do this is, I don't know about you, but for me, a couple of years ago, I realized that in doing Christmas shopping, I just seemed to be like buying stuff, and sometimes people would, I don't want to be disrespectful, but sometimes you get gifts and it's like, I would say, what a waste of money. Like it's those stuff we don't need. And I also found that over the years when I was buying gifts for family members, say I spent $30 last year, it was like, oh well, I have to up it. I have to spend $40 this year, and I'm like spending more and more money for stuff that's not really necessary. So here's one of the ideas behind this: to give a gift that has a deeper meaning. We can give other things, but also to supplement our giving with a gift given to support the poor on behalf of the person to whom we're giving the gift. So that's one reason. The second reason is this: when we first joined the 4 parishes together, every parish brought with them their particular passion, the particular passion projects. And a lot of parishes do special outreach projects during Christmas. That's the season. And when people came together, it was like, a lot of them overlapped. They were the same ministries, but there was a lot of new ones. So you had, this aggregate number of special Christmas projects. And overall, and these were historical projects that had been embraced by the parish like a decade before. And that was a time when there was many more people. And during the process of merging our parishes, the overall numbers of our parishioners went down. So as a result, you had more demand for assistance and less people. And in the first couple of months when I was here, it was like every single week, one of the ministries was saying, Father James, can we hand this out? Can we ask for this? Can we ask for that? Can we ask for this? Can we ask for this? It's like, our parishioners have to run the gauntlet every time they come into Mass. So really, in a sense, we have to do this in a sustainable way. We don't want to be getting hit up to help every single time we come into church for all these special projects. And besides, if you communicate everything, you end up really communicating nothing, because everything gets lost in the details. It really does. And so what we thought about is, imagine we come up with a project like this where we could, instead of asks, almost every Sunday of the year, imagine we did it over one season, over a couple of weeks each year. And it was a time when we could support all of our outreach initiatives. And in our parish, there are many. and also in a way that could give people a choice. So you can choose which of these ministries you want your gift to go to, and on our accounts and our accounting, we actually track the funds to that particular project. So you can be intentional about what you support. You're not being constantly hit up, and it's a great way to push back against the whole spirit of materialism that comes at Christmas. So I hope that if you haven't already, if by this weekend you can pick up your Christmas catalog and maybe sit down. It's also a chance for you to find out about what are the different outreach initiatives that are presently taking place in our parish. So I want to conclude by thanking everyone who is involved in these ministries. And one final thought. This is connected to this, but one of the categories in here is let me see, the most needed. That's the first one. Now, what does most needed mean? Well, as you can imagine, you can plan ahead for some things, but not everything. And oftentimes we encounter situations and people who might not fit a particular category. And the question is, how do we as a church help people? How do we discern the best way to help someone? And for example, I've noticed recently there's a number of folks, some of them are connected to our parish, and wonderful people who might be in need, very, very much in need, and might be asking before or after Mass our parishioners to contribute to their need as they're going in or coming from Mass. And we've tried to talk to those folks to say, look, come to us and we can help you make sure you're taken care of. Because again, I think it's not the greatest thing to be getting hit up every time you come into church. So now, obviously, you can do whatever you want. You can help the people who are in need in any way you want, but we want you to know that those persons whom you might encounter going into church or coming from church who are asking for help, that we're already helping them. And you don't have, sometimes it can be really awkward, but we just want to let you know, because of the most needed category, we have the means to support those very people. And so it may be an option for you to say to the person, and please speak to them by name, that, touch base at the parish office, because we know that they're already helping you. It just might be helpful for you if you feel kind of cornered and you're not sure what to do. Okay, I trust that those of you for whom this message applies, you know what I'm talking about. For those who are saying, I don't know what he's talking about, that's okay. That's all right. But if you ever come and visit our parish, you probably will know what I'm talking about. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Advent season, and we'll see you next week. God bless everyone. Take care.